Alaska's all about flying. We don't have too many roads, but there's lots of air. That's why in this state, cars take a back seat to airplanes. Howdy, Corey.
How you doing?
I'm Gio.
Gio, pleasure to meet you.
Well, it's not a two-car attached garage, but you park it like you've done it before.
Oh, yeah. Living in Alaska, you kind of get detached from the road system. You know, you want your freedom to be able to go places. And obviously, lakes are all over the place, and you need a place to take off from.
Yeah, I guess it's like 3,000 rivers and 30,000 lakes around Alaska.
You can land in the lakes like this, rivers, swamps. Anywhere there's water, you can land that thing.
Lake Hood, on the southwest side of Anchorage, is the largest and most active seaplane base in the world. It handles an average of 190 flights a day.
Corey, how long has your family had a parking space on Lake Hood here?
About 3 years we've had this spot here.
Bob, how about you? Did you fly out of Lake Hood as well?
Oh yeah, I had a plane probably for 40 years and flew up here in the summertime.
What was the first plane that you flew in up here in Alaska?
It was a travel air, 4 passenger. The pilot sat behind in an open cockpit. That was my first ride. And when they first started getting airplanes in here, well, the people that could afford it flew out. And later on, there got to be more people, more airplanes. Everybody's doing it now.
I grew up in western Alaska in the small villages and flying since I was a teenager and working with boats and snow machines and stuff in pretty remote spots. You learn to be a little more self-sufficient. Everybody carries a toolkit in their airplane, and most pilots out in this part of the state have some pretty basic knowledge of the workings of an engine and the different parts of an airplane and how to take care of them.
This is a 1959 Cessna 180.
That's a classic. It's a beauty. You baby it, huh?
You fly your family around and people, so you need to be in good condition.
If something does break, you have the right gear with you to hang out as long as you need to till you can get somebody on a radio or flag down another airplane coming by to get you some help.
Kind of Newton's law. What goes up will come down. The engine just quit, and when the engine quits, these airplanes drop like a rock. You always try to figure out where to land. If you're up high enough, you can pretty well pick a spot. If not, you got to pick the spot waiting for you, which is generally straight down. Height is like money in the bank. After a full mayday, I hit full flaps and land on top of the wind and drop down through the trees. When you're to a tree land, you have to land on top of the trees and drop down in. You can't go in like. It took me a few minutes to get out. The other guy popped out, but my door was pretty well sealed up because of the way it landed. No, the real trick is have the doors unlocked when you land, but at least you can kick the sucker open. The main thing is no fire. The fire would be a disaster. If there was a fire, I would not be talking to you, I'm sure of that. So I feel real lucky. I've been flying probably 45 or more years. I got over almost 10,000, a little over 10,000 hours. If I get bucked off a horse, you just get back on and I'll buy another plane and do it all over again. Alaska is a very airplane-orientated state. And if you don't fly in Alaska, you'll never get anywhere. Flying is the only way to go in Alaska.
Most of the places out here are no roads or anything like that for access, so airplanes are kind of it. I fly my family to town for the doctor visits and dentists and to visit grandparents and things like that. And it's just, the airplanes kind of are the family car, the family pickup truck out here.